back students, this is Omkar sir from Biology Lectures. In our last video, we had studied the structure of female reproductive wall, the structure of ovule, and the development of female gametophyte. In this video, we would be studying what is pollination.
पॉलिनेशन पॉलिनेशन ये टॉपिक हमारे लिए नया नहीं है. दिस इज एन वेरी ओल्ड टॉपिक दैट वी हैव बीन हियरिंग सिंस चाइल्डहुड. तो पॉलिनेशन होता क्या है? पॉलिनेशन इज नथिंग बट द ट्रांसफर ऑफ पोलन ग्रेन्स फ्रॉम एंथर टू स्टिग्मा. तार के एंथर में से जब पोलन ग्रेन ट्रांसफर होता है टू द स्टिग्मा, दैट प्रोसेस इज नथिंग बट कॉल्ड एज पॉलिनेशन. सो पॉलिनेशन जरूरी क्यों है? ये पॉलिनेशन से क्या फायदा होता है फ्लावर्स को? वी ऑल नो द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट दैट जो सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन होता है, सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन में दो गैमेट होते हैं, दैट इज द मेल गैमेट एंड द फीमेल गैमेट. जो मेल गैमेट होता है दैट इज द पोलन ग्रेन एंड द फीमेल गैमेट दैट इज द एग इज प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द ओव्यूल. तो ये दोनों जो गैमेट है, ये दोनों गैमेट है वो नॉन मोटाइल होते हैं. नॉन मोटाइल इन द सेंस व्हाट? दे कैन नॉट मूव. ओके, सिंस दे कैन नॉट मूव, they need some mediator or transporter, and that is where the pollination comes into picture. So pollination would help them in movement from the anther to the stigma, and obviously the pollinating agents are the one who carry out their duties of pollinating. So gametes are produced at different sites, that is the male gamete is produced, that is the pollen grain is produced in the anther, and the female gamete, that is the egg, is produced inside the ovule of the ovary. And because of these two particular points which are not located next to each other, they require something called as a pollinating agent in the process of pollination. Pollination, as we know, we have two basic types of pollination. One is called as the self-pollination and the other is called as the cross-pollination. So self-pollination and cross-pollination होते क्या है? Okay, self-pollination, it is a type of pollination which occurs in a single flower or two flowers of the same plant. Okay, मतलब क्या? Okay, एक ही flower के अंदर जब anther भी है and stigma भी है, that is the male reproductive organ is also present and the female reproductive organ is also present. What we call it as a bisexual flower. In a bisexual flower, okay, उसी का pollen grain, okay, उसी फ्लावर के स्टिग्मा पे गिरता है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल इट एज सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन. और अदर वे राउंड, एक ही प्लांट है, एक ही प्लांट पे बहुत सारे फ्लावर्स हैं, ओके, बहुत सारे फ्लावर्स पे बहुत सारे एंथर्स एंड बहुत सारे स्टिग्मा है. तो लेट्स अज्यूम एक एंथर का पोलन ग्रेन दूसरे फ्लावर के स्टिग्मा पे जाके पॉलिनेट होता है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट वी कैन आल्सो कॉल इट एज अ सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन. व्हाट इज सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन? इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ पॉलिनेशन which occurs in a single flower or two flowers of the same plant. What is a cross pollination? It is a type of pollination in which there is a transfer of pollen grain from anther of one flower to stigma of another flower. But important point is that two flowers should be from different plants of same species, or they could be from another species. That means एक फ्लावर एक प्लांट पे है, एक और दूसरा फ्लावर दूसरे प्लांट पे है. They would have the same species, or I would say they would belong to the same species, but yet we call it as cross pollination. So what is cross pollination? It is a type of pollination in which the transfer of pollen grains occur from anther of one flower to stigma of another flower. Condition that is required is the plant should be different, the species could be same, or the species could be different. That doesn't matter. The plants have to be different. Okay, that is the two types of pollination, that is the self-pollination and the cross-pollination. We'll further divide the pollination into two parts. Okay, that is self-pollination and the cross-pollination. Now, self-pollination is again divided into two types, that is autogamy and geitonogamy. Autogamy, what is autogamy? It is nothing but pollination occurring between the same flower of the same plant. एक ही प्लांट के एक ही फ्लावर के अंदर जब pollination होता है, that type of pollination is called as autogamy, and the word auto means self. So that means that the flower has to be bisexual. The flower has to be bisexual in case of autogamy. Example देखते हैं, what we call it as a pea flower, is a bisexual flower. Heterogamy, different flowers but same plant. Heterogamy में क्या आता है, different flowers होने चाहिए but plant क्या होता है, same होता है. That's why this is also a type of self-pollination. Example is cucurbit. In cross-pollination also we have two types. First is xenogamy and the second is hybridization. Xenogamy में क्या होता है, xenogamy में क्या है, okay, different flower, different plants, but they should have something common, and what is common, their species is common. So different flower, different plants, but the same species. Example, papaya. Second, hybridization, everything should be different. Different flower, different plant, and also different species. A variety of cotton have been developed because of this particular method of cross-pollination. So depending upon their actual type of pollination, we have two types of pollination, self-pollination and cross-pollination. सेल्फ-पॉलिनेशन में दो टाइप होते हैं, ऑटोगैमी होता है, जिटोनोगैमी होता है. ऑटोगैमी में क्या होता है, सेम फ्लावर सेम प्लांट. जिटोनोगैमी में क्या होता है, डिफरेंट फ्लावर सेम प्लांट. क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन में दूसरे के दो टाइप क्या है, जीनोगैमी एंड हाइब्रिडाइजेशन. जीनोगैमी में क्या है, डिफरेंट फ्लावर्स है बट स्पीशीज सेम है. हाइब्रिडाइजेशन में क्या है, डिफरेंट फ्लावर्स है और स्पीशीज भी डिफरेंट है. सो दिस इज द जनरल क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ टाइप्स ऑफ पॉलिनेशन. Some important points of self-pollination. Now, self-pollination is one of the very important part because it would play a very crucial role in maintaining the homogeneity. That means maintaining the self kind of characteristics. So, one of the very important feature that is present is in case of chasmogamous flower. What is a chasmogamous flower? The flower which opens to expose its sex organs. Such types of flowers are called as chasmogamous flowers. Conditions that lead to favor self-pollination. ऐसे कौन से conditions है that favor self-pollination? The first condition that favors self-pollination is homogamy. So what is homogamy? Okay, anther and stigma of the flower when they mature at the same time. Homo मतलब होता है same, gamy मतलब होता है gamete. तो अगर दोनों gamete same time पे mature होते हैं in the sense, okay, when the anther and the stigma of a flower when they mature at the same time, so there are high chances of these two, okay, fertilizing, or I would say these two pollinating. That's why this would help in self-pollination. Next, cleistogamy. Cleistogamy is a condition in which some flowers are pollinated even before the opening of the flower. That means, okay, ऐसा condition जिधर flower bud condition में ही pollinate हो जाता है. Why? Because that flower is usually a bisexual flower. Both the organs are present in the same flower, that is both the reproductive organs are present in the same flower, and because of the same reason they are able to pollinate within the bud condition only. Example in case of cleistogamy is Commelina. You see here, this is a Commelina flower. Third important reason is bisexuality. What do you mean by bisexuality? A flower which consists of both the reproductive whorl, that is the androecium and the gynoecium. Such type of flowers are called as a bisexual flower. So we all know now that the three conditions that help in self-pollination are: first is homogamy, second is cleistogamy, and third is bisexuality. Now we'll see the last topic for this video, that is the distinguish between the self and the cross-pollination. There are many distinguishing features between the self and the cross-pollination, so you should make sure that you take a keen note of what exactly the points are being covering. All the points are quite simple, easy to understand. We'll cover one by one. Self-pollination, cross-pollination. First, only one plant is involved in case of self-pollination. In case of cross-pollination, two plants are involved. Both anther and stigma mature at the same time. That is the condition that we saw previously, that is homogamy. Here, in case of cross-pollination, anther and stigma mature at different times. That's what it helps them to prevent self-pollination and promote cross-pollination. External pollinating agents are not required in case of self-pollination because being a bisexual flower, both reproductive whorls are maturing simultaneously. No external pollinating agents are required in case of self-pollination. However, since the plants are different, the species would be different, there is a very important need of pollinating agents to carry out the pollination in case of cross-pollination. So external pollinating agents are required in case of cross-pollination. It is economical for plants since plant won't have to waste any sort of energy in case of production of nectar, production of sweet pleasant odor, then production of a large number of pollen grains. Attraction of pollinating agent is not required in case of self-pollination. So it is said to be highly economical for plants in case of self-pollination. However, in case of cross-pollination, it is highly wasteful method because a lot of energy is being spent on the formation of extra pollen grains, formation of nectar, then production of sweet fragrance. So a lot of energy is being wasted on this particular process. That's why it's highly wasteful process. In case of self-pollination, since the limited number of pollen grains are produced, there is absolutely no wastage of pollen grains in case of self-pollination. However, in case of cross-pollination, since the pollinating agents are involved, flowers are required to produce a large amount of pollen grains. So a lot of pollen grains would be wasted in case of pollination. So the wastage of pollen grains takes place in case of cross-pollination. There is no wastage of energy for attraction of pollinating agents in case of self-pollination. We all know in case of self-pollination, there are hardly any extra things being produced like extra pollen grains, extra, or I would say production of nectar and the fragrance. So there is absolutely no wastage of energy for attraction of any of the pollinating agent because the pollination is carried out on its own. But in case of cross pollination, a wastage of energy is happening because of the production of excess of pollen grains in case of production of nectar and fragrance. So wastage of energy for attracting pollinating agents is being carried out in case of cross pollination. It produces pure line. Self pollination maintains the homogeneity. That is what I had told previously. So it maintains the pure line or produces pure line. That pure line in the sense what it means the production of same kind. However, in case of cross pollination, a lot of variations are seen because of difference in the genetic material of the parents. It is a use in case of self pollination. Production of pure line is a very useful characters could be maintained in case of self pollination. However, in case of cross pollination, useful characters have a chance of being diluted or being eliminated. So as we see, there are more pros of self-pollination as compared to cross-pollination. However, in case of self-pollination, since there is no variation seen in case of self-pollination, adaptability to the change environment is absent in case of self-pollination. Because of the variation that are being produced in case of cross-pollination, they are better adapted to the environmental condition and helps in sustaining a healthy life in case of cross-pollination. Self-pollination usually can occur in case of closed flower. In case of cross-pollination, the flowers have to be kept open, then only the cross-pollination would take place. Yield of the plants fall with the time because of the homogeneity. Continuous self-pollination leads to some condition called as inbreeding depression that would eventually create a lot of dangerous conditions that would not help the plant in survival. That's why the yield of the plant falls with time. But in case of cross pollination, the yields of the plant do not fall below the average. So it is a very important fact that you should remember. Cross pollination is an unpredictable chance of development of new variety in which the plant would have characters that would be new, would be better, would be less effective as compared to their pre-existing form. Last point, it does not help in producing new races, varieties, or species. That is in case of self-pollination because of absence of variation. In case of cross-pollination, it does helps in producing new races, varieties, or species because of the very basic fact that cross-pollination favors variation.
I hope you liked the video and understood the concept. If you have any suggestion or ask any sort of doubts, you could do it by simply commenting below. I'll be there to solve your doubts for sure. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel for more amazing videos. Thank you. See you in your next video.